I need you to listen to me carefully. This is not a joke, not a dream, not something I made up because I'm bored or heartbroken. This actually happened to me in Lagos. I fell in love with a woman I thought was perfect, smart, elegant, beautiful beyond words. I thought she was my missing rib. But the truth, she wasn't even from this world. The woman I loved came from a place I never imagined. It all started one random evening after work. I had just finished a long meeting in Victoria Island. Tired of traffic and stress, I asked my driver to go home ahead while I decided to take a walk down Adeola Odeku, just to clear my head. That's when I saw her. She wasn't just beautiful. She was mesmerizing. Tall, graceful, dressed in a green office gown that hugged her figure with quiet elegance. Her heels clicked against the pavement like a melody, and the way she walked, it was like the whole world moved for her. I couldn't look away. I caught up beside her and said, "Hi." She smiled, soft, calm, almost hypnotic. "Good evening," she replied, her voice like silk. Her name, she told me, was Stella. No surname, no explanation. When I asked where she worked, she laughed gently. Must we start with all those boring details? That was the beginning. From that day, I kept seeing her. Same road, same time, always looking like she just closed from the office. She never let me come pick her, never allowed me drop her at home, never gave me her address. She said she preferred meeting on the road. I didn't mind. Her presence was intoxicating. We had dinner at Sky Restaurant, went for drinks in Lekki, sometimes attended low-key events together. People stared when she walked into a room. She had that effect, silent power. And me? I was in love. Fast, deep, and foolishly. But something was off. She never took selfies. Never allowed pictures. She didn't have a digital footprint. No Instagram. No LinkedIn. Nothing. And when I tried calling her at night, her line was always off. One day I joked, "Are you a ghost?" She just smiled. If I was, would you still love me? I laughed it off. But I started losing sleep. Who was Stella? Where did she go every night? Where did she really come from? The curiosity started eating me alive. I tried following her once, but somehow she always vanished before I could trace her. So I did something I never thought I'd do. I hired a private investigator, a retired DSS agent. Discreet, sharp. I gave him all the information I had, where I usually met her, her description, and the time she always appeared. A week later, he walked into my office, looking shaken. "Oga," he said slowly, "I don't know how to say this, but that woman, she doesn't live anywhere around Adeola Odeku. Nobody knows her. No apartment. No office. Nothing." I leaned forward. "So, where does she come from?" He pulled out a photo. There she was, barefoot, holding her heels, walking through a narrow path near Bar Beach, just before sunset. "She comes from the water," he said. I followed her. I saw her come out from the mangroves beside the beach. She cleaned her feet, wore her shoes, and walked out like she had just left the office. I stared at the photo. I wanted to deny it, but it was Stella, clear as day. That evening, I drove to the beach myself. I waited. Hours passed. I was about to leave, then I saw her. She was standing at the edge of the water, dressed in pink. The waves touched her feet gently, but she remained dry. She turned and smiled at me. "You found me." I walked closer, heart racing. "What is this, Stella? Who are you?" She took a step toward me. "I told you not to ask too many questions. I love you," I said, voice cracking. "But this is crazy." She reached out and touched my chest. Her fingers were warm, but I felt ice run through my veins. "I was sent to heal something broken inside you," she whispered. "But now you want to trap me in answers." And then, right before my eyes, she vanished. Not into the crowd, not into a car. She faded, dissolved into the water. I dropped to my knees, shaking. For weeks, I returned to the beach every evening. Nothing. Until one day, an old fisherman approached me. "You be the young man way day follow that woman way no belong here?" he asked. I nodded. He sighed deeply. "She comes every few years. From the deep. She walks among us. Tests men's hearts. Leaves when they try to hold her too tight. You're not the first, but you might be the one she loved the most." I try to move on. I dated others. I traveled. I worked. But nothing filled the space Stella left behind. Sometimes at night, I still hear the soft click of heels outside my window. Sometimes I dream of the ocean, call my name. So I'm telling you this now. If you're ever walking down Adeola Odeku in the evening and you see a woman, tall, elegant, dressed like she just left work, don't follow her too far. Don't ask too many questions. Don't fall too deep, because some women are not what they seem, and some love stories are written by the river, and rivers never keep anything forever.
We have come to the end of the story. Thank you so much for watching. Moral of the story: not every beautiful thing is meant to be possessed. Not every love is meant to last forever. Some people enter our lives to heal us, awaken us, or change us, and then leave. If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll never miss any of our powerful stories. What other moral lessons did you take from the story? We'll like to read your thoughts from the comments. Until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and keep believing.